Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Happy Memorial Day weekend for those that are American and celebrate it. I think that's only an American holiday, right? Canada doesn't do that, right? Happy Memorial Day tomorrow, technically, but hope you're enjoying it so far. You've got some things out to grill and you are thinking about those that have served our country. And if any of you watching have served or is related or know somebody that serves, thank you for your service. Tonight we are drinking just some Crystal Light Pink Lemonade. Got to make sure I stay hydrated. How's everybody doing tonight? What are you guys up to? I'm actually in the middle of making muffins. So if you guys saw my last vlog, that sorry, my daughter's friends are texting and I'm getting it. Teresa, are you watching the live? Okay, I'm making muffins. So if you saw my last vlog, you guys know that I am on the hunt for the perfect blueberry muffin. The perfect blueberry muffin. Yeah, she is watching. Okay. I'm glad you like the shirt. So the last one I tried out of the Joy of Cooking cookbook was a meh for me. So I wasn't feeling that one. And one of you guys, one of my viewers, gave me a recipe in the comments. And so that's the one I'm trying right now. And I pulled the first batch out of the oven and the second batch is in right now. And so I have a timer going on my phone. So as soon as the timer beeps, I have to call Dave and tell him to check on them because I'm not in there. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty hopeful for this one because like they rose perfectly, they're golden brown, they smell so good. Like I can smell the sugar through the batter. Does that make sense? I wanted to have a blueberry muffin that was so good that it didn't need the cinnamon sugar crumble on top, right? Because usually the ones that are super good have the cinnamon sugar crumble on top. That's why they're good. But I want a muffin that's good without that can stand on its own, right? That's what I'm looking for. So I am hopeful about this. Maybe in a few minutes, I'll try it live on camera for you. And we'll see how that one turned out. And then I'll share the recipe if that one's going to be the winner. Because if I find a good recipe, I got to tell you guys about it. So I was so tempted to do like is it mukbang or mukbang? Someone please help me. Which one is it? How do you say it? Mukbang? I want to say mukbang because I'm American and I butcher everything. But I was so tempted to like do that right now and eat Cocoa Krispies or Cocoa Pebbles or whatever they are. I know how it's spelled, but how do you say it? Is it mukbang or is it mukbang? I've heard it pronounced all kinds of ways. I still have daylight. Yes, I do have daylight because it is summertime. Mukbang. Mukbang, the way it's spelled. That's what I think. But I've seen other people pronounce it way different. I'm probably wrong. I don't know. Mukbang. And that's not any of the ways I said it. I don't know. Potato, is there a right way? I don't know. Yeah, we have daylight. In the north, in the summer, it's bright for so long. From basically like 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. during the summer. So it's like... I am going to say it the way I want. That's what I do anyway, right? Oh, man. Pitch black. Killeen, Texas. I know where that is. My husband almost had a job interview there once. Mukbang and mukbang. I don't know. Did someone not know what it was? Mukbang, mukbang, mukbang. I don't know. Basically, eat food on camera. It's like a thing. There's like channels that's all they do is eat food on camera. I should get behind that because I really like to eat food. I should make a channel that's all eating. I don't know who would watch that. But some people do. I don't know. Oh, you guys are up late? Holy smokes. So hopefully we can try out these muffins in a few minutes. I'm pretty excited about it. Not gonna lie. 3 minutes to go until my baby muffins come out. You guys ever have the minis, the mini muffins? Oh, those are the best. They're like little bites of heaven. Ashley, first time in a live, welcome. Welcome. It's not super exciting. If you have a question, I'll try and answer it. Okay, so here's the deal. My kids got out of school Friday, like last week. And so summer is upon us. Technically, it doesn't start tomorrow because Dave is off tomorrow, so it's just like a holiday. But Tuesday is the day. Who here saw my summer schedule video that I made about like chores, the money chores, the daily schedule, that kind of thing? I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited. And so Haley just asked me just now, her friend wants to do like a friend group thing at the park on Wednesday in the afternoon. And she was like, can I go? And I'm like, well, you get all your chores done and I don't see anything wrong with that. And she's like, I will, Mom. I'm pretty excited. And I'm going to add something to it because Haley's in choir and she loves to sing and loves music, which is great. So do I. I am not a good singer. I'm pretty tone deaf, but I love music. I love music. And I like to sing. I figure in heaven, my reward for making it will be not being tone deaf. That's what I think. So Haley's in choir, but she's nervous about moving up to the higher choirs because she said she cannot read music. Like if someone gave her like the sheet music, she can't read the music. And I'm sitting here like, I learned it in school in like 4th grade, how to read sheet music. And then I was in band for a long time. So obviously I know how to read music. And my son, Ryan, the little one, I want to start him in piano lessons this summer. So I'm looking for a piano right now. And he's going to be learning to read music. And so I thought, what if our week 1 project would be to learn the scale, the names of the notes, what they mean, how, you know, measures, counts, treble clef, bass clef. What do you guys think? I'm no pro or anything, but I can do it. And apparently my 14-year-old can't do it. So I thought that might be interesting. Something to teach my kids, a life skill, if you will. I thought that would be good. So that's definitely a plan. And okay, so track is over, volleyball's over. Baseball ends this week, I think. We have 2 games this week and then a playoffs. Oh, there's the timer. There's the timer. I don't want to leave you guys. Don't want to leave you. I'm just going to tell Dave to go check on the muffins. Yeah, I figured Alexa's so true. Everything is online. I'm like, there's got to be like a YouTube tutorial or something, right? Of how to do that. Let's see if he'll even answer. He's just downstairs. This is so sad. Come on, Dave. I bet he doesn't.
You have reached the voicemail box.
He doesn't even have his phone down there. Well, now what am I going to do? Now what am I going to do? Hey, Dave! I wonder if you can hear me through the vents. He's like right underneath me. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to read the comments super quick. Did you hear me through the vents?
No, you've called my phone.
I know, but you didn't answer. I need you to check the baby muffins. Because I can't leave. And then bring one in here so we can taste test it on camera. Oh my gosh. Anyway, baseball is going to be over like in the next week and a half. The last soccer game is this Saturday. And then like all the baseball, all the soccer is over. And then we transition into summer sports. I think track starts not this week, but next week. Super excited about that. The art camp is next week. I signed Andrew and Tyler up for a cake decorating class. That's next week. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Is that dumb? Boys doing cake decorating. They like art, right? So it's art. I'm no good at cake decorating. I tried to make my kid's birthday cake. I think it was Tyler's when he was 2, out of fondant. I made my own fondant, decorated it myself, and it was the worst thing ever. I hated it. I am not a cake decorator. I don't like it. I would rather do something else. I'd rather make blueberry muffins all day. Well, they'll really like it if they get to eat the cake afterwards, right? Hey, Dave, are they done? I hear plates. They must be done. I hear plates. They've got to be done. Yeah, so I'm going to try and teach my kids to read music. We'll see how that goes. And then we're getting a piano. So we'll see how that goes. I don't play the piano at all. So maybe I should learn some stuff. That might be interesting. I don't know how I don't think they have to bring a cake. I think they provide like an already cooked cake, and maybe they teach them different techniques like piping or fondant, or something like that. Valerie, you're so nice. Oh, they're done? They look so good. Here's the baby ones. Look how good those look. Do you want to try one on camera? Oh, they smell good.
They're super hot. Like you.
I like to live dangerously.
All right.
Okay. I made real sized ones too, but I had a little bit of leftover batter and I put them in my muffin, like my mini one. Oh, so much steam. Do you see that? I don't know if they can see that. Oh, that's hot.
Ooh.
I should tell them about my testing. Every time I'm like, I need to perfect this recipe, right? Over the years, I've done it with all kinds of things. I've done it with pie crust. Do you know how many pie crust recipes I tried until I found the perfect pie crust? And let's take that out. That's pretty good. What do you think?
Not bad.
Oh, that's pretty good. So, what are the other ones I tried? I did the pie crust, and then I did biscuits, remember?
Yeah.
The perfect biscuit, the perfect cinnamon roll, the perfect chocolate chip cookie. The chocolate chip cookie was a pretty fun time. And right now it's blueberry muffins. I want to make the perfect blueberry muffin. Or blueberry muffins. I don't know if this one has a blueberry in it. This is pretty good. This one is pretty good. You know, Valerie, I don't know if I have a video on my homemade biscuits. I want to say maybe not. I might have to go check. I make a darn good biscuit. Oh my gosh, they're so good. I know, I love the little minis. What I love about this recipe is that the outside is so crispy. So good. That's because there's so much sugar in here. So much sugar. That's why they're yummy. The perfect banana bread. I can do that. I don't use my mini tray very much either, but when I do, I'm like, man, I should do this more often. I think those are the best ones I've done so far. Definitely, for sure, for sure. Okay, who wants to hear about the sectional? I'm ready to tell you. I'm ready to tell you. So we got a new sectional. And got it about a month ago, 2 months ago. I don't remember when I talked about it. So if you remember, let's go back a little bit. We had the red sectional that was too small. Like we couldn't all fit on it. So I sold the red sectional for like $300 or $250 or something like that. And I wanted this sectional from Ashley Furniture. It was like $3,000. And every time I went in, I was like, oh, it's so much money. Like, I just couldn't do it. And so I found it. I'm on the Facebook Marketplace. I see the sectional. It's the Ashley Furniture sectional. It's the exact one. I've been in the store. The ladies had it for a year. And then I think their house got foreclosed on or something. And we moved into this tiny little townhome. They had an entire storage room full of all of their nice furniture that just doesn't fit. Just trying to sell all this stuff. And so I went and looked at it a few times. I took Dave with me. We were like, this is the exact sectional. I talked her down to $1,100. So $1,100 instead of the $3,000. It would have been brand new. So it was a year old. And it's brown instead of the gray that I wanted, but whatever. Brown hides dirt. So, okay. So here's the thing. We were going to borrow Dave's sister's enclosed trailer because I swear it's been raining here for 2 months straight. Like I can't just take it in an open trailer from their storage room over to our house. And so we were going to borrow their enclosed trailer. They couldn't do it. It was full of trash or whatever. So we rented a U-Haul trailer to hook to the Suburban. So we went down to the town, loaded it all in. It fit in one load. I was super happy because the biggest U-Haul we could rent was not super big. But it broke apart into like 4 sections. It's really, really huge. It's like 14 feet by 10 feet with a chaise on one end. So it's like 10 feet, 14 feet, chaise on the other side. It's really, really big. And so comfy. That chaise on the end, oh my gosh, that's the best thing. Okay, so we get it in the trailer, all right? It's like raining off and on all day, but currently is clear. Going down the highway, it's about 30 minutes from her storage room to our house. So we're going home, we're about 15 minutes from home, and then all of a sudden, this car comes up next to us with their windows open. We're going 70 miles an hour on the highway, and they go, hey, hey, they're like leaning out the window, waving us down on the highway. And we're like, whoa, what the heck? And they go, your couch fell out. And we're like, what? So Dave pulls over on like the shoulder of the highway. And this U-Haul trailer is like, it's got a door that latches, and he knew he locked it. So we pull over, and the corner piece, so it's got the one end corner, the one end, and the chaise. Those are the 4 pieces. The corner piece was in the middle of the highway, like 200 yards behind us, in the middle of the highway. And we're like, oh my gosh. And we have this huge trailer on the back of the Suburban, and we're in this weird spot where like there's really no exit to exit and flip around and come back. It would be like a 15-minute flip around. And he's like, Dave looks like he's about to cry, right? That our brand new couch we just paid for, we didn't even get it home, is ruined, is destroyed, right? Because it like flew out of the trailer and just shattered. I can't even see what condition it's in. It's too far away. And I'm like, just back the trailer up. I'll stand behind you, right? We'll have the hazards on. The shoulder's really, really big. And he tried, but it kept jackknifing and it wasn't working. These two pickup trucks put their hazards on, pulled over, like way back, and got out of their cars, hauled the sectional off the highway so no other car would like hit it, and put it in the back of the guy's truck and drove it up to us, which was amazing, by the way. So they pull up to us, and I was like kind of walking towards them because he was coming towards me, and I saw the guy who was driving his truck up, and I was like, hey, is the couch totally destroyed? And he was like, no, I think it's okay. And I'm like, seriously? Like, I didn't know how bad it was, and I was like, oh, there's $1,000 down the drain. Awesome. But it is what it is. Like, if there's nothing we can do about it. So if it was destroyed, it sucks, but it was destroyed. But it wasn't. Like, he helped us put it back into the trailer. There's a little scrape on the foot that goes in the back corner. And that was it. It was like it floated out of the back and landed on its feet on the highway. No one hit it. Like, it didn't fly into another car. It was a miracle. And what had happened is the latch, like, we hadn't put a lock on it, like a locking lock or anything. And I think we had hit a bump just perfectly enough that it like came up a little and flipped the thing out, and then the whole back just rolled open. So that second time, we bungeed that sucker closed. But oh my goodness, like, oh, it could have been so bad. Like, if it had flown out and hit another car that was right behind us or something, like, I can't believe that it just like came out and just like sat on the highway. Nothing wrong with it. It didn't get destroyed. Like, I don't know. It was nuts. It was absolutely crazy. It was a whirlwind of emotion. So yeah, those guys saved our lives, like getting that sucker off of the highway. I don't know what we would have done. So man, such a miracle. That's the story of the flying sectional. So we've had it for a couple of months now, and it's, I know, I totally do. Okay, here's a story. Chapstick squad, checking in. Here's what's funny about the chapstick. Oh shoot, I dropped it. Hang on. I have two in my pocket. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but have you noticed that I haven't been putting videos out as often in the last couple weeks? Not as often, not as consistent. I'm still doing a couple a week, but definitely not as on the ball as I have been. And here's why. The last like 3 weeks of my kids' school have been an absolute, not nightmare, that's the wrong word, but like the schedule is overwhelmingly busy. Overwhelming. So I work during the day with, the online teaching. I've got all of my training going on that takes up a long time. You guys, my long brick workouts on Saturdays are like 4.5 to 5 hours long. The whole day is training. So I've got my online teaching, and then the kids start coming home, and I've been chaperoning field trips, and I've been doing Cub Scouts. We've been coaching baseball. Oh my gosh, the baseball has taken up so much time. Haley's volleyball that just finished. Andrew just started doing the mountain bike club, and we went to several fundraisers over the course of a week where he had to have a parent also go with the fundraising. So we were doing that. I was helping out at the food pantry. I did a presentation at church recently. Like, oh, it's been complete chaos. the last 3 weeks. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to put a video up. I've got nothing. So I apologize for that, but it should be better now that all of the school stuff is over. Oh man, the plays, the end of the year performances, the choir concerts. Wow. My presentation for church, it was for the youth are going on a 3-day outdoor like adventure hike thing. So it's like all outdoors, but they're doing like devotional, spiritual things while they do hard things. Okay. And so there were 3 of us that presented, and the girls like rotated through the stations. And mine was on physical endurance and mental strength was my topic. So I just did, it was a short little 15 minutes, and I did it for 3 groups. But I had to go and like be there and then prep it and whatever. So that was good. Yeah, it was fun. Oh, I'm glad you like the $12 haul. I was actually doing okay with, I mean, we have so much food. It's so crazy. If I showed you like the freezers and pantry right now, you'd be like, those look the same as a month ago. And I can tell they don't, but to other people, they probably do look the same. So, like we had lots of food, but it had been like a week. And I'm like, I don't think I've had a green vegetable in a week. So I think I need some salad. So I just went and got a couple of little things. Let's see, my training is going really well, sort of. It's going really well. So I just did a bike ride with Dave and my friend Courtney on Friday with the 3 of us. I think I put it on Instagram. So if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, check it out. It's FrugalFitMom6, because I post some stuff in there. And we were out for about an hour and 40 minutes, and I was like feeling great, right? It was super windy, so we were fighting the wind quite a bit. And Dave and Courtney, both by the end, they were like, my legs, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. And I was like, I could keep going. I'm feeling warmed up. So I'm feeling like my endurance is quite high and my fitness levels are quite high right now. Dave and I just did a 12-mile run yesterday, and he mentioned to me that he couldn't believe like some of the paces I was pushing him, and he was trying to catch up. And by the end, he was exhausted. Like he was like, oh my gosh, I'm so exhausted. And I was really tired also. It was a hard run for me. But I can just go for so long right now. So yeah, I think the training's going super good. I am 5 weeks out from the Ironman. 5 weeks. Holy smokes. I'm trying not to let that freak me out and just focus on the last few weeks of training. And great news, I tried on a pencil skirt today. It's like the skirt that I judge how I'm looking. Like instead of the scale, and I put it on like when it's tight and I can like barely zip it up, I'm like, ooh, I've got to lose some pounds. And when it fits, I'm like, okay, feeling good about the way I look. And I tried it on today, and it was a little loose. So that's super cool. Okay, what else we got going on over here? Can I thought I saw something on the Dutch oven. Yeah, there it is. Okay, Jessica, I don't think I've done a video on Dutch ovens unless it was like chili on the stove, but not in a fire. Is that what you're looking for? Like in a fire? I definitely have not done that. I do have a recipe video coming up, or 2 of them. So I'm trying this new recipe from this. I have a cookbook from the Olympic marathon runner, Shalane Flanagan. And there's this like big Thai salad with lots of veggies. So I'm going to try that and probably going to show it to you guys. And I got a new pressure cooker. It's bigger. It's an 8-quart. So I need to make a video on that. and make something fun. What should I make? 8-quart. It's so big. What could I make in an 8-quart Instant Pot? Please help me. I've not made homemade yogurt yet, so I could definitely do that. Lauren, $16 for the month. You can totally do it because we are at the end, baby. We're at the end. The new month rolls over Saturday? Saturday? Yes, you've got 5 days. You could totally do 5 days. Even if it was like beans and rice and oatmeal and eggs. I don't know. You could eat. You can do it. 12 mile. Oh, Valerie. You know what's funny about the running? There's a couple of YouTube people that I'm buds with. I don't really talk about them a whole lot, but you guys know Tangi from, is it Freedom Homestead? Is her channel name? She just posted yesterday or today about going for like a short run, and she said that she's all swollen and she can't do it. And dude, that was me when I first started. And you can ask Jessica. You can ask Jessica because she knew me before I started running. I don't know if she remembers when I started running after Tyler was born. I was so bad at it. So bad at it. And it was awfully hard. It was so hard. That first day, I tried to jog, not run. It was like an up-tempo shuffle. Okay. It was not a run. I tried to go like what, a minute? I tried to go for a minute. 1 minute. And then walk for a couple of minutes to recover and do that a couple times. I thought I was going to die. Oh, man. Jessica and I have a mutual friend. Her name's Teresa. And Teresa moved into our neighborhood once I had hit 2 or 3 miles without stopping or so. And when I met her, I was like, oh, I'm looking for a running buddy. And she was like, oh, I run a 10-minute mile. And I was like, great, I run a 10-minute mile. Ha! Teresa does not run a 10-minute mile. I don't know why she said that. But she became my running buddy. And man, she pushed me. If it wasn't for her, I would have never tried to do a half marathon. I would have never signed up for a full marathon. Ever. Ever. I don't think I would have done a triathlon if I had not had Teresa telling me all the time that I could do it. And so I just want to say to anyone that wants to run or wants to do something long and they don't think they can, you can. It just takes time and consistency and discipline, but your body will adapt. Okay, Julie, I definitely want to talk to you about the plantar fasciitis because I think my massage girl, do you guys remember I went to that massage college with that girl? And I had her work on everything that hurt. My IT band, my quads, my neck, my feet. I was like, my plantar fasciitis is flaring up. And so I think her massaging out my fascia and rolling over the adhesions on my heel single-handedly healed my plantar fasciitis. So if you guys have not tried athletic massage specifically for that, do it. After maybe like 2 massages, I was like, oh my gosh, my foot is better. Oh, I struggled with plantar fasciitis for 1.5 years. And then it started flaring again, and she fixed it in a week. Just throwing that out there. Try and find a massage college so it's way cheaper. It was, I'm a believer in the massages, man, because she basically healed my IT band and healed my janked up neck and healed my foot when nothing else seemed to work. So yeah, get those feet healed and then you can start going for sure. So you guys have any fun plans for Memorial Day tomorrow? I guess for the Americans. For everybody else, it's just a Monday, right? We had these great plans to like go hiking in Teton National Park and take the kids swimming at the aquatic center and stuff. And it's supposed to rain. It has been raining all weekend. It rained Friday. It rained Saturday. It rained today. It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. So we are just, well, I'm trying to figure out something fun for the kids. It's not outside because this is going to rain all day. I thought about taking them to the trampoline park, like the indoor trampoline park. That would be fun. And we just took the kids to see Shazam yesterday. You guys seen that? Shazam, totally cute. I was a little bummed in the language. I don't know. I don't like exposing my kids to a lot of language if I don't have to. But very, very funny. Very funny. I could take them to see the new How to Train Your Dragon. That would be good. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the best movie ever, but I thought it was funny. It was a good 2-hour diversion from the crappy weather. How's that? And then we took them for froyo. They had like coupons from school, like, congratulations, you're done with school. Here's a coupon for a kid's size. So we took all the kids and got kid size froyos. You know, I haven't seen all of the movies. I've seen most of them, but I never saw, not Endgame, because that's the new one. The one that was before. What was that one called? Infinity War. I did not see that one. I didn't see the second Guardians of the Galaxy. Haven't seen Captain Marvel. Infinity War. Yeah, I have not seen that. I feel like there's so many, right? I mean, there's like 30 of them, right? We did just see Ant-Man and the Wasp. That is a funny movie. Have you guys seen that? I think it's on Netflix or something. It's on one of those online streaming things. That is hilarious. We did see Aquaman. I really liked Aquaman. Is that a DC one? I don't know. I can't tell. You can't tell. Oh, thanks for joining. Go hug that baby. I haven't had babies in a long time. Okay. Speaking of movies, while we were at the movie theater, you know, they've got the, what are those called? The big posters, like advertising the movies that are coming up, right? Guess what movie they're doing? Have you guys seen a trailer or anything for Artemis Fowl? I saw a poster there. And I have been trying to get my kids to read those books for years. I have read all of them like 10 years ago. Artemis Fowl is a book series. It's kind of, I guess it's a little fantasy-ish because there's like fairies and stuff. But the bad guy is the main character. Like the story is told from his perspective, the criminal. He's like a 13-year-old kid. They're so good. They're so fun, super easy to read. And I cannot get my kids to read them. And so I told them I would not take them to that movie until they read the books. Pretty excited about that. I haven't seen the trailer yet. I just saw a picture. I gotta look for a trailer and see what I can find. All right, guys. You got any questions for me tonight? I feel like I've just been talking randomly about random stuff. There's someone at my door. Hey, are you going to bed? No? Come here. You want to see the sectional? I can do a house tour. I don't know. Just go take a picture and text it to you. You want to say hi to the peeps? Hi. This is live. I thought he was going to bed, but no, he just told me that he is hungry. Is that what you just said? I got to tell you guys this. This is funny. So Tyler's birthday was last week, and so was Dave's sister, and she lives pretty close. So we had them come over for dinner. Their birthdays are one day apart, and so we did just like a big, everybody's birthday dinner and whatever at our house. So Tyler had requested chicken pot pie for dinner. This is like his favorite thing. So I made 2 big chicken pot pies. And then for dessert, I made a German chocolate cake and then apple crisp because, oh, hey, Aslan, how are you? Look, it's Aslan right there. He's saying hi to you. I lost my train of thought. And apple crisp because Dave's sister doesn't like chocolate. So we had all of these people, 4 adults, 9 kids. And I was like, oh, we got to make sure there's enough food. And then she brought this beautiful fruit salad, like gorgeous, gorgeous fruit. And so we're dishing up the food for all of the kids. And her kids are coming through. And I'm like, how much do you want? How much do you want? And they're like, just a little bit. And I'm like, really? And they're like, yeah. So I'm like this? And they're like, no, smaller. I'm like this? No, smaller. It's like the tiniest little piece. And then they watch me dish up the food for Andrew and Tyler and Ryan, who have like these monster pieces of chicken pot pie. How big was yours?
It was like this big.
It was pretty
like
big.
A normal piece.
Oh, it was bigger than theirs though. And the girls are like, are you going to eat all that? They were like, not freaking out, but like, oh my gosh. So we got like the fruit and the huge plate of chicken pot pie. I think Haley and Andrew went back for seconds. And then they had apple crisp and German chocolate cake and ice cream. And they're sitting there like, and I don't know that I've ever met kids who eat as much as my kids. That's the whole point of the story, is all of my nieces and nephews, none of them eat as much as my kids. My kids will out-eat them by triple. And so they're like, oh, we're having eggs for breakfast. How many eggs should I make? And I'm like, for my kids, 15. Make 15 eggs for my 4 kids. And then they're going to ask if there's any left over. And they're like, what? I can do 4 eggs for my 5 kids and split it. And I'm like, no way, Jose. No. My kids eat so much. So, of course, we just had dinner. And now he's hungry. Do you want to go try one of the blueberry muffins?
Okay.
Okay.
That's what I wanted to try.
That's what you wanted to try?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just that he's not
He's like mumbling to himself. What's that smell? I smelled something so good. So my son Andrew, who's 12, he's not a fan of dinner, but he really likes breakfast. He is so thin. I mean, not enough to worry about, right? He's on the growth charts or whatever. But he was so chubby when he was little. And what?
Am I supposed to use the
You
second
can,
one now?
yeah, are you going to do the mini ones?
Yeah.
Yes, use that. Will you please shut my door? Thank you. But he's like, Andrew is so thin now that I'm like, oh my gosh, he needs to eat more. But the weird thing is, I don't limit my kids' food. Ever. Ever. I never, ever tell them no. If they're hungry, they can eat. I try and give them options. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, hey, let's grab an apple or we can have a yogurt or let's have a banana with peanut butter on it or something. You know, I'm not giving them fruit snacks and ice cream. But man, Andrew, I'm like kind of wondering if I need to make him drink whole milk or heavy cream, or he is so lean. He's so small. Maybe that's normal. I mean, he's going to put on like all this weight before he hits a growth spurt. I don't know. He's my first boy that's about to be a teenager. So someone help me out here.
3, 2, 1. It's really good.
That's good. You like that one?
Mhm.
Is this the best blueberry muffin I've made so far? Or yeah, you think it's the best?
Yeah.
Or not the best? Because it doesn't have the cinnamon
It's the
sugar on top.
best.
It's the best. So I'm gonna have to say thanks to whichever viewer gave me that recipe that I cannot remember who you are right now. But it was, maybe I can check really fast. Who gave that to me? I will find it. Oh, I did want to talk about something else. Marie gave me that recipe. I say it's a winner. Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. They don't have the recipe yet. They could go look in my comment section and they find it. Are you gonna go have another one or are you done?
I'll say another.
Okay, he's gonna have another one. Okay, funny comment. I don't know if you guys know, but I read all of the comments that get posted on my channel, and I don't delete any of them unless they have bad language or they say something super raunchy. So if you have a nasty comment, I'll leave it up. I just leave them all up. This one comment, this one wasn't nasty, but yesterday or the day before, I don't know. The comment was, I noticed that you don't eat a lot of carbs. That was the comment. That's so misleading because, honey, sister. Oh, man. Ma'am. I eat carbs. A lot of carbs. You don't work out for 4 hours without eating carbs. Okay. So tonight for dinner, we had taco salad. So I had like all the fixins and everything, and they can kind of build their own with all of the things. I had, so much good stuff. I made some Spanish rice, and then I made the blueberry muffins. Technically, they're for breakfast tomorrow, but I made the blueberry muffins, and I also made 3 apple crisps. Guess what I'm having when I'm done with this? Some apple crisp. And I'm going to have a big honkin' serving. So good. I do not limit carbs right now in my life. I need them. When I'm about to go do a workout, I'm like, okay, how many carbs can I get in and not feel sick to my stomach? Because that's the goal.
My second one I just barely tried. I didn't have any blueberries.
I know. I kind of ran out of blueberries there at the end. It was just batter, but it's still good though, right? Are you going to go watch the movie with everybody?
Sure.
Okay. Don't forget your blanket. So my question to you is, what's your favorite carb? What's the best carb to eat, in your opinion? It's gonna be hard for me to pick because, man, I love all kinds of things. I love cookies. I love pie. I love candy. Sugar, just straight sugar. Right? Homemade bread. Oh my gosh. The rolls from Texas Roadhouse. Am I right? Come on. I love it all. Oh, French fries. Oh, okay. When I finish most of my bike rides, I go right by a McDonald's. And they pump that French fry smell out into the air. And I'm at the end of the ride and I'm starving and I've been sweating. So I'm like salt deprived. I'm really craving salt. And I smell those fries and it's like the binge monster hits me. And I'm like, oh, need fries now, need fries now. Oh, I got to tell you what happened. A week ago from yesterday, so Saturday, a week ago, I did almost a 5-hour workout. I rode 51 miles on my bike and then ran 8 miles after. 4.5 hours of exercise. I was ravenous and my stomach was kind of hurting. That's a whole nother story. So I was having a hard time getting food down. And later on that night, I'm like, hey, Dave, let's go out and get a treat or whatever. Because I had these gift cards for Froyo. And so we went to go get the Froyo, but across the street is Five Guys. And I was like, why don't we start with fries? Let's go get a bag of fries at Five Guys and then go get the Froyo. And he's like, really? I'm like, yeah, I mean, clearly. So we went across the street to Five Guys. All I ordered was the fries. I don't like the Cajun. I like the standard large fry. And you know, like they like overflow the fries. Like they have the cup, but they just dump it all in a bag, basically. They just load it in the bag. So the large fries at Five Guys, by the way, is like 1,200 calories. And so I'm ordering the large fry. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get the large fry. And good night, Linda. And Dave goes, are you sure you want the large? Like, you could get the regular. And I look at him and I'm like, are you serious? And he goes, it's like 1,000 calories. And I'm like, yeah, that's the point. I am deficient in calories. And he's like, whatever, do what you want. I didn't eat all of them. We kind of like split it and then brought some home for Haley. So we didn't eat all of it, but it was so funny because he was like, it's like 1,000 calories. And I'm like, yeah. And you know, we're going to go get frozen yogurt after. And I'm like, yep. And I worked out for 5 hours today. Come on. It was so funny. Oh, man. There was a question up here. I got to find it. Okay, Ramona, what is your next goal after this this Ironman? That's a great question. And I would be happy to answer it. So I have 3 races following that Ironman that I want to do. So I have an Olympic distance triathlon 1 month after. It's like exactly 4 weeks later. So it's half the distance, except for the swim is just a hair under the distance, but the rest is half. It's half the bike, half the run. And my plan is to be like top 10 in my age group. I don't think I could win because those girls are such better runners than me, but I really want to kill it on that triathlon. And then, okay, so that's the end of July. 6 weeks after that, I'm doing the Big Cottonwood Half Marathon, which is the same one I've done every year for 5 years. This is my 6th year in a row. I am hoping to PR, that's personal record, that half marathon. So my fastest ever is a 1:48, and I would like to go under. I would like to break 1:48, sub 1:48 in that half marathon. So that's the goal there. And then a month after that, I think Dave and I might do a trail race. I've done one before, but I didn't really race it. I just kind of like ran it and whatever. And I don't know if I'm going to race this one, but kind of something for Dave and I to do together that's different and out of the ordinary. Oh, and I am doing one of those obstacle things with my sister. It's a short one. It's the terrain race. When is that? I think it's in August. Yes. Terrain race in the middle of August. My sister called and she was like, hey, do this race with me. It's super little. It's like a 5K run with like 10 obstacles. So it shouldn't be as bad as one of those like Spartans or the bigger ones or anything. That one should just be like for fun. Ta-da! How are you guys doing on your hydration tonight? I need to reapply my chapstick. Lest my lips dry out at all. Anyway, so those are the races I am doing. I always have something, right? I always have a goal. I'm very goal oriented. I like working towards something. Mountain Dew. I like Mountain Dew, honestly. I do. I think it tastes really good. It's so bad for you, but it's delicious, isn't it? Okay, so I think my growing up as an athlete, you were always working towards a game, this conference swim meet, this time, this championship, this whatever. You know, you don't go play basketball to play basketball. You play basketball to learn stuff and get better and do well at your games. So there's always a goal. And so for exercise, for me, I feel like I have to have a goal to feel motivated. Because when my alarm goes off at 4:30 in the morning to go do my swimming carpool because they shut down my pool that's close, I don't want to go ever. And if I didn't have a race coming up, you know how easy it would be to say, I'll work out tomorrow, or I just won't swim this week. It would be so easy to do that. But to have a goal like looming forces me to stay disciplined, right? So for me, it's a big deal. My friend Courtney just said she doesn't need a goal to work out or anything. She's done like running races with me and stuff, but she works out to feel good and to look good. And so she doesn't need to race to feel motivated. And I think that's awesome. That's just not me. So I like having something always in the back burner, even in off season. So like for me, after Big Cottonwood, I'm kind of off season. So that's middle of September. I'll be in off season until February or something. But during those months, as when I switch and do different stuff, I'll do CrossFit workouts, or I'll work on short speed running, like sprinting. Maybe can I get down to a 6-minute mile? I don't know. I'll create other goals. So Dave and I just watched the Rogue Invitational CrossFit event that was like last weekend. And they had this workout that was so nuts. The first thing they did was 80 wall balls. The girls did the 14-pound ball and the boys did the 20-pound ball. 80 in a row. And so I don't have time to do it right now, but Dave and I are kind of like, I wonder if I could get up to 80 wall balls in a row. So that would be, maybe that's a goal. Maybe every week I do wall balls until I die. Charity, yes, I'm doing a 5K on Saturday, actually, just for the heck of it. It's actually a Team Beef race. So they're paying for it. I get bonus points for it because it's one of their sponsored races. And I'm doing the 5K because that's all I can talk Haley into doing. But she might do it with her friend. So she's going to do it, but she might do it with her friend Teresa, which means I could run my own race and not have to walk with her. So maybe I'll see if I can run it in like the 8-minute range per mile. That would be fun. I haven't raced a 5K in a long time. I don't know that I would race this one, but maybe I'll go a little faster. Options for sponsors. What do you mean? Like for running, or like sponsors for the channel, or tell me what you mean. I tried to do something with Brooks running. I don't know that they love me because I'm not that big. I think they would probably only send me gear if I was bigger or faster maybe, or had more viewers. I don't know. Yeah. The thing about sponsors is for running specifically, you can only have so many, and they really like to sponsor runners who are fast. So Brooks, okay, so for example, Dave's cousin is a collegiate champion runner, and she is sponsored by Strava, Brooks Running, and Rabbit Apparel. But she's legit. She runs professionally, and she's incredibly fast. Like, she runs the 5K in like 15 minutes. It's stupid. So I would have to be either as good as that, and that's out of the range of reality for me. I mean, I like to have goals, but I'm realistic. Or you have to have a lot of subscribers or views. And so I bet they would not reach out unless I was closer to maybe 50,000 subscribers. And I'm a long ways off of that. So I've definitely reached out to Brooks. It's a no-go there. Bikes would be awesome. I would love a bike from somebody. I don't care who it is. But same story. The people that get the free bikes, they have like 100,000 subscribers on their YouTube channels, or they do, like, they win races, right? Like the big races. And that's not me. So it would be good. I don't know that that's going to happen soon. I'm not going to say never. It could happen. Just, I don't think it will happen now. I don't think I'm big enough yet for it to happen now. Valerie, you'd love to work out and get in shape. Yeah, you probably are going to feel like you want to throw up. But just find something you like and then do that. It could be water aerobics or Zumba or the Stairmaster while watching YouTube videos. I don't know. Just find something that you like enough to be consistent at. And as long as you're consistent, your body will adapt, and then you'll be like, wow, this jog on the treadmill doesn't feel too hard anymore. So yeah, it's a goal. I would love to be sponsored by something. That would be cool. The thing with Team Beef is they don't like it when you're sponsored by other people. So if I was going to be like heavily sponsored, like heavily sponsored, like I had to wear their clothes, I probably would not be on Team Beef anymore because I have to wear the Team Beef stuff. But if it was like Cervelo bikes and they gave me a tri-bike and that's it, that would probably be okay, right? But if I had to wear like a Cervelo racing kit and helmet and shoes and whatever, then they wouldn't like that. Oh my gosh. First of all, I have never smoked, ever. So I cannot tell you personally how I have overcome that, because I have not. I've had family members that did, and like my uncle smoked for a long time, my grandma forever. She tried to quit 1,000,000 times before she finally succeeded. That one is so hard. It is incredibly addictive. Incredibly addictive. My cousin was pretty addicted, and then he started like coughing up blood. And so he switched to vaping. And I'm not going to promote that either. I would rather you like get a patch and totally cut it out. Like, I don't have good advice for that at all. It's just not, I don't have any experience there. So unfortunately, I don't. Maybe someone else, hopefully someone else will be able to chime in there and help you out. My favorite workout, or the thing I dread the least. I don't know. There's so many different kinds. How do you pick one? Okay, as far as sports, let's just go sports. I love basketball. Basketball is one of the best games ever. I love basketball. I love playing Ultimate Frisbee just for a game to play. I think they are so much fun. Running after doing something else, like my brick workouts where I bike and then run right after. I kind of dread that a little bit because it hurts so much. I love to lift weights. I love to see how strong I can get. I love Olympic lifts, like the snatch, the clean and jerk. I think those are super fun. I hate Zumba. I love turbo kick as a class. And high fitness can be really fun if you have a good teacher. I love spinning. If the weather's nice, I love to ride my bike. If the weather's not good, I don't like riding my bike because you're just really cold and miserable. But if the weather's good, and it hasn't been really at all during my whole training cycle, so that's great. My bike. I love to be on my bike. I love to see how fast I can go, see how many hills I can climb. I love my bike. I love it. That's probably too many workouts to answer. Sorry about that. Holy moly, we've been here a long time. Okay. Let's go like another couple minutes and then I'm gonna cut it off because some of you need to go to bed. I need to go to bed. My husband's probably gonna want to watch a show with me. We've been watching Chuck lately. He's seen it already, but I didn't watch it for some reason. I think it was one of those ones that he watched without me. I don't know why. I was probably watching something else at the time. There's some shows I watch without him. He doesn't love all of my cop shows that I like to watch. I reached for my refreshment and I don't have any left. Anyway, I just started Chuck, the TV show, and we're early in, like episode 5 or something like that. I really like it. I'm kind of digging. Is it Zachary Levi? Is that how do you say his last name? I don't know. Why does he look so different at the beginning of the season or beginning of the series versus the end of the series? I don't know. Like, I know they cut his hair, but is that really it? Because he looks drastically different. So I'd love your thoughts on that. Weigh in, please. Oh, thanks, Valerie. You're sweet. If I had more people that were close, we could do some kind of meetup or something, but I'd probably have one person show up. I just don't live in a great, thriving metropolis with lots of people. Maybe if I ever get up to 100,000 subscribers, I'd have to do like a big party and invite everybody. That would be super cool. So last few minutes, tell me, what TV shows are you watching right now? Go. Tell me, please. Tell me. While I'm waiting for you to tell me. Oh, this shirt, the Pocatello Marathon. I'm actually running this 10K this year too. I forgot to mention that earlier. That's in September also. I do like to race. Racing's fun. The TV show, Star Trek, the TV show, I love The Next Generation. That's the one that I remember watching quite a bit when I was young. Ghost Adventures. What is that? I haven't heard of that. Tell me more. Yeah. Okay. Let me tell you about the worst Star Trek episode ever. I don't remember which one it was. All I remember is that they had a guy and a bug like wormed into his ear. And I was like, ah! Oh, that gives me the heebie-jeebies. Oh my gosh, I've never seen Elementary. Is it awesome? I've heard it's awesome. That could go on my need to watch list for sure. Okay, Ghost Adventures on the Travel Channel. Okay, I don't have regular TV, so it's gotta be streamed somehow. If I can't stream it on Netflix, Amazon, or Hulu, I cannot watch it. Okay. 3 episode series. Are we talking about Elementary? Sorry, guys, I'm trying to read. Okay, it's on Hulu. Okay, cool. Okay, good. Good to know. Good to know. I'm always on the hunt for something new and interesting to watch. But I have a ways to go before I finish Chuck, so that's going to take a while. I got to be honest, I've tried to watch The Office many times. And my sister tells me just to skip to the second season. Is that what you would say? Because I'm like, no, I need to actually watch it. And it's so awkward. It's so awkward that I have such a hard time watching it. So maybe I should just take her advice and skip to the second season. It would be good. You even know the one I'm talking about. Look at that. Yeah, the earworms went into the, oh, that was so gross. Oh, you guys are so interesting. All these shows I haven't heard of. This is good. This is good. All the current shows I'm watching ended for the season, so I'm so bummed. All summer without The Resident, without The Good Doctor, without, what else I'm watching? The Rookie and A Million Little Things. All done until the fall. So sad. Rick and Morty. What is that? Tell me more. Sounds like a cop show. Is that a cop show? The Ranch. Yeah, I don't jive on the bad language, so that'd probably be a negative for me. Super adult, like I wouldn't like it. Adult, because I don't like super bad language. Makes me cringe a little bit. You know, I'm a tender flower. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to cut it off. You've been awesome. I've had a great time tonight, but there's some apple crisp calling my name and an episode of Chuck to watch with my husband. So thanks for joining me tonight so much. I will have a video coming out tomorrow. It's going to be super exciting, so look for that. I'm going to enjoy the carbs. Don't you worry. I need to fuel tomorrow's workouts. Don't you know? Thanks for joining. Have a great night and have an excellent Memorial Day weekend and day if you are in the good old US of A. If not, have a great day at work on Monday. Bye, guys.